This country is supposed to be. You can give me feedback at the end of it if you want. This country is supposed to be for the people, by the people, but on January 21st, 2010, the Supreme Court decided that corporations are people too, and with that have rights such as freedom of speech. Their protected expression is donating unlimited amounts of money to any political campaign. Corporate taxes are lower now than under Reagan. Corporate profits are at an all-time high since 1947 when the data began to be collected. Yet our country is facing the longest stretch of unemployment since the Great Depression. So what are we going to do about it? I'm glad you asked. On September 17th, about 1,000 people set up camp on Wall Street. Frustrated with the growing separation of wealth and the overwhelming role of big business in our politics, thousands more joined in solidarity, occupying cities across the United States, uniting around the fact that we are the 99%. It is our voice that should be heard, not because we are rich, but because we are the people. This is complicated and messy and awesome. This is wild. This is real. It's supposed to be a mess. It's supposed to be hard to figure out. It's everybody fighting for their rights. That's something we have to think about. We have to come up with our own conclusions about how we, as individuals, interact with our country and our country people. I am impressed with this act of cooperation, a real grassroots movement working as a decentralized coalition, using the internet to build consensus around a list of demands. We may not agree on everything, but we agree that we need something better. This is a movement for everybody. In this movement, we come together as the 99%, screaming, "We are human beings, goddammit, and our lives have value." We're going to occupy Grand Rapids. We will be persistent. Giving up and returning to the status quo is not an option. I have no interest in being quiet. I want to be active and exciting like NYC. My goal is to get us on TV, to get the word out. I want music and chanting and marching and sleeping on the sidewalk. I've seen a lot of, "They're not scared of you," and "You're not changing their minds." Well, duh. I don't expect any of the job makers to suddenly stop being greedy, self-centered pricks. But the mindset of the banksters is irrelevant. This is about us, how we can be the ones that control our destinies. We don't have to bend down and bow to the whims of the markets. We don't need to sacrifice so much for the benefit of so few. We can survive and thrive by using local products and services instead of filling the coffers of corporations and executives with our hard-earned dollars. Our participation in the system is the wind in its sails. Joy Pryor. We can survive and thrive on with less crap in our lives. You are a leader of this movement if you want a better future. You want a better job, better pay, effective health care. If you want a retirement account to be gaining money. If you want politicians to listen to you, a person, as opposed to a corporation whose sole reason for existence is profit, not love, not peace, not sustainability, just profit by any means, then show up and do your thing. Part of the power behind democracy is that the citizens think and act for themselves. We are organizing in order to be more effective. We are not getting everyone completely on the same page before we act, just the same playbook. As Cornel West said, it's impossible to translate the issue of greed on Wall Street into one demand or two demands. We're talking about a democratic awakening. You're talking about raising political consciousness so it spills over all parts of this country, so people can begin to see what's going on through the set of different lenses. And then you begin to highlight what the more detailed demands would be, because in the end we're really talking about what Martin Luther King would call a revolution, a transfer of power from the oligarchs to everyday people of all colors, and that is a step-by-step process. And I changed it in the print, but shoot, what is it now? It's welcome to the revolution. All you have to do is show up, be aware, and do your thing.
Yeah, I think that might just end up being the video. We can put that out tonight if you want.